6,000. Omuba be mu pe omubeye. Omuba omu the 1,120. The cow 3,220. Kwani be say or slave finance minister only 120 no. No one could be a fund no. You be out the akotum no in here. That's our non in the can. Bio. Yet your man ha CCA. Se komodo na hia na woni bibia duru ni bibia but waso dua de opepa o. And na internal security. Unim say you were refugees omatu Afri Ghana akọ nkrofo ama.
Yeah. The Monday last week I can watch them, yep.
Nti nya hu ho. Anya dia esete boye hu.
There is a serious issue.
President na bobo ha no ono ana fichire ono ani kuro. Baby a wadi MP for almost 20 years. I want some near came. Nti mem pesa me pepre me ho because me be the general secretary.
Okay.
Na me the new patriotic party anim. Am ya rebranded party no. Na afi ya de aban no ne nine asegem.
Okay.
Ya dey be fancy form. Udi se for man say. Udi segem wa kanokre. What you say?
Okay.
Now just began of what
about say some of the things I hope on the NDC channel, campaign issues and monomonime. Until you should understand the game. So for instance, Galamsey as a moment say state of emergency not possible. They not solve a problem, no. But they have to say it for power, and you will be people away. And they say more concretize them for what? Because I can say these are all necessary political tactics which you people are aware.
They are not just aware. If you are, they are part almost to yebi.
Yeah, you be deviate from you be no from. You be ma Ghana for who say Galamsey no. You sure no say no. Your life. Abine the president that catch say you turn gold when you $6 billion. Yes, sir. Na sikana way. See, you $6 billion there. You too nsuo mu bio. You too electricity mu bio. Yet have your core IMF. According $3 billion. If you me and send IMF in this basis can create me. It will be now within 8 months. Akoton you go there $6 billion there. Then what insure tariff okotuma de okoji here anyone
okay.
Okoji and I go to nothing near the bio. 6 billion na musumanya nya Ghana de bio. Ape yakwa ya
what do you suspect it's Ghana when afa baby another thing.
I'm say me prepare me for cry.
Okay. Very well.
It true, but now more can say political tactics. Why am I? A different ball game. You be Ghana for the short change. As see any contumpo. Indeed, over to me at your contumpo to me. Fine, I agree. But ubebu hu akonta. So why yeah? Ubebu hu akonta say yeah. By and large, I am of the view. Say a bread do some media you bet me indicate the average Ghanaian electorate. Now over to me who contemplate no creations near. Because say you can't see a baby say ya when him say sorry I yakui. So for be our corner sorry but why when you say contemplate na that's one the making and sure. That's what I saw them all to collection. That crow when they bet what I saw them movie. What's the now? Even doctor, medical doctors here, or show or Maundro to ask me no now I are no quan and qua. So the person over here, Doctor Obesa, Dr. Fufu. What do I say? Come a lawyer, General Cocotra near Burgo, so at the other near Burg, lawyer about Kukradi or here now or cross examine. I say witness, you know. Opposing witness, you know. Now, I'm Abrewa or here or the I put it to you. That from I know I'm frustrated. That lawyer and start here. I put it to you as a lawyer, then you put to him.
Yeah, I put some put what they on there. You put it in as you baby against Nico.
Hey, you baby echo. And Luchi, open for me out to the ben. It is a politician, see, be Chakuntum Patch electric, the church and near the Argentina. And many call the electric and the battery. A billion.
I wanted to ask something. Say, well, NDC about power. One of the things they campaigned about Forex.
Yes.
They have been able to sustain it 10 1 to 10 if anything 10 cities, $1 to 10, and they are starting depreciating, but 1 to 12.2. So the Ghanaian who is a businessman that NPP lost because they could not to me stabilize the city against the dollar. And to the na Obana a bedroom baby who supermarket. For price tag and more. And you told to see the who can once I have net receipt or no sustaining a good woman is our goodwill. No, all those are started depreciating. Those are one of the they are supposed to look at, and then with that branding, as I said, rebranding an economist to Obi Aoka digitalization, somebody who has been a banker, a governor or deputy governor of Bank of Ghana, and now talking about technology. Now you no communicator now only anything about it. Who spoke against it? And people say only economists didn't come out. They tell you that this thing looks artificial. But the normal Ghanaian, the businessman does not care what artificial is or not. So although it's depreciating, that question came up. He explained why it's happening and that there will be a balance. And to still no goodwill no how many now no your businessman now what you know. And to what many secretary for MPP you must know what you will be saying against that dollar and cedi. Because the thing you know company more Dubai and China and the onfa hon we won say aba from no and for not spending no crown a strategy. The fact that is not even spending a strategy. You might see it as a negative strategy if you are in economy.
Exactly.
Nana so DM. Now you need to cook a crab. Mammy free Forex. Forex was in a
12 20 pesos.
Nana, who say, would be a kuntumpu abura if you feel now? $10 seed in a course, a cocoa do 10 cities. Yes, sir. A federal baby crown will be about 8 cities. President Mahama free a bemu first terminal. Now your 4 cities 60%.
Yeah.
In the papa man to go to me, I'm an abba former bedroom 4 cities 60%. Yeah, who's why I did. Do you know what is happening? When the dollar got to 10 cities, Ghana government lose revenue 30%.
A gold, no, dear, no.
That be cedi to dollar. When the cedi,
okay.
When the cedi appreciated, not dollar about 10 cedis, Ghana government revenue suffered 30% loss. So they have to go. What's it?
Explain what you do Forex.
I'm explaining so. And Tinasa said, "Oh, to Mikako Bank of Ghana, nominate governor near contrast, Madam Fu, Adia ye. And no, the man IMF BEM and the World Bank BEM say, most sure dollar Sicano, Sidino, Modi, you been a ready, or you knew baby our drone. Now, what didn't rule, and a more piano could draw. It is the Moyana, a year with this. M1. They Omumba first 3 months, almost $350 million and a cushion. The following month, almost $460 million. Reserve now. Never the so-called, mostly so-called economists now, while more no kind of digitalization. Reserves of $9 billion now. Building good and this buy and no you know they support to dollar.
And you know more they show up dollar no to stabilize it.
Show up dollar. And
insuring up the dollar.
IMF no World Bank draw my attention say you people should stop. You can't do that because it's not sustainable. Yeah, answer na usika be appreciate no. Na usika be wa hode no. You need to do more export. Now what import so. So MDC ba be mu 9 months. E say export akosoro say import so what say. That is the basic economics.
Yeah, but doc, for the ordinary average Ghanaian voter, they don't care about increasing the export and reducing import.
How do they lose the business community?
But so your fundamentals here and Sunday a form the ordinary man here and proper.
Okay.
Now, Bloomberg. September, Omar said Ghana cedi no, and only the worst performing currency in the whole world. It's on record. And he said, "Who bombarding and what me stabilize the dollar? Then our currency no the worst performing." No. Now let's come to the ordinary man. And the ordinary Ghanaian importer, a buying say. You go to 12 cities something. Google has said 12 cities.
12 cities, 20 pesos, yes.
Opa bank was over there. If I call about you walk on 13 cities, almost 14 cities. As we speak now. 12 cities in the Bank of Ghana. And now they call any of your own banks. So, the average Ghanaian importer businessman MPP ni bufu ye no enne wa realize ye hu say ni bufu ye kwa if you say you omu ka kire no enye no kre anuti na importers they are crying, they are weeping. Now it is our 24-hour economy. Me I have an intel omu ko si agutafo ye Ghana Union Traders Association omu ye major importers omu de niam ba abino by Mr. Gusitana or that 24-hour economy ano. And no unko shia na abine sadane say power on Chelsea omunyai importation. Na rather omunfo mani manufacturing. You produce local production.
See, that is the bottom line. I bet me I stop it CD exchange fluctuation, you know. But then a long term.
That's it. Enti omunyai na se obi
the another can one thing as well cuz one opposition per power. But the big thing is to get the voters so that you can implement our export import no. That one is the technical aspect. But can say for the ordinary voter no to decide between one and NDC no. Only the NDC okay man because 12.2 no cry okay man. Maybe I'm
Ufri so koye. Me say 12.2, but Okwa banka wunya. This Okwa abuchi ho 14 cedi.
Okay.
You know what I say? Okwa 12.2 no dey the creation. Yeah, it's not a fair. Okwa banka ho wunya. This Okwa abuchi ho. The Bank of Ghana the Obama rate no. Na $10 na pa na dey. This abuchi.
Okay, very well. Now,
the businessman now me MPP no because na dollar fluctuation near the other. And then one realize who say a short lived. At the said Bonsama Chawadi, Bonsama Chawadi, and then see our budget, but a bit deny. Now who's to start money about Sana quiet. And the tum stand your money be bra, yeah. And now I'm more you 2 years be and swear ni nipani be any so now if you men may also rape he said too much familiarity a breedy content obano ankwa oju weneto and ma cherry stra ojebo in chair na nipa ho ayemfune Dr. Mood Baumia the economist I saw that digitalization you mahama na agiatu the modern trend of economy is being driven by digitalization worldwide. And so economy running under the digitalization and integrated aspect
Okay.
When you are talking about economy, you are talking about jobs. You are talking about a diversification of production and services. You are talking about the influx. You are talking about service rendering, social services, hospitals, schools, and we did this term inside increase into the economy.
Okay.
But that's not a campaign for the ordinary Ghanaian. I am masses no. I mean, as I said, it's a good policy, but it's not a campaign message.
But Nane. You see, you see, the truth is, you assume the ordinary Ghanaian, averagely. You see, I mean, no way you will feel now. Oh, mame, a friend is Adriana, and Kennedy as each anymore. So, several men, Adriana, and Kennedy as each anymore. Who wouldn't say you good mame health? But, yeah, if you're mame. Year teacher na ye ma mekwa akodi no ana me di ewu nti kopem se mani beba no so se asi de o ma masichire na de no me di ewu o ma me sugar free no ono na ebo me se me nya hunu no kure na ewo mu na I will go for the sugar free eno nti gradually enche piu and then the average Ghanaian is coming to terms with the realities on the ground. Because who budget 2 million free where you do Galamsey so I'm able and then kokofu be minister
rebranding na say na wako Galamsey because na rebranding na we cast NDC me person can so that obe responded doc be responded to that.
Yeah, I know that. I was saying the leader Bawumia not the leader for MPP.
Yeah.
My wife think also that's always not that form. I don't know why.
Chairman, the leader, Emma MPP. The then leader Bawumia, who is seen, although I've seen some of the polls say Kennedy be winning any idea, but majority of the polls is still tilting towards Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. Now he has at the moment you don't know where to place him, whether he's still an economist or the man has turned into a technological person. The economist worked 2016. You won elections. Things went wrong 2022. Rebranded to become a technical person. It didn't work 2024. At the moment, the rebranding we are talking about, is not happening. Rebranding how are you rebranding a party that had a leader that was seen as an economist, now a technical person? If he's coming the third time or coming 2028 and you want to win power, rebranding
okay. Okay, now who say open so called flag bearer. There were about 5 candidates this year, flag bearers. I mean, hopeful. Okay. As we speak today, you need your flag bearer.
But you and I know say flag bearer no. How our party national say the way it's supposed to be bottom up approach. Now you are doing top down approach. No, it's something that looks like it's being worked to favor one person. To be honest with you, almost MPs ni bebre na edi Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. A few follow Canada Japan. DC is Ekokosia Canada Japan. If we are seeing Canada Japan, DC is supporting Mbabonte because I know correct. Majority of them decided to say that we are supporting, though the NPP, I know now. One person cannot decide, even if you are the party MP in the constituency. Say, "Oh, MP who support you." But so it's looking like, although there are 5, Obia where but me if you are as a politician. Because we are looking for a general secretary. But if you are name that is top 2 at the moment, top 2 which was then, and it's looking like the ball is being thrown to the old person who won, and he might be going again 2028.
They were Kenya conjuncture. opinion, and you are entitled to your opinion, which I agree, and to you. But until it is over, it is not over. Let's give time some time. New patriotic
you think he won't win?
Oh, why are you saying so? Why should I also think he will win?
Okay.
Because it's a contest. Now contest, bibia betumi afiri mu aba. But say kamepe wo kamepe ne say anka ebia what trick ne say, oh, in the likely event ebia Congress ebekwa kuyi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia biwa, how you people going to rebrand him? That one I'll be a bit comfortable. But you are being emphatic here, as if say you basically sabre ni nyina ekuta awonsem ene ade.
Oh, that the honorable moko Congress na saying
Conference.
Congress.
Yeah,
one of the things that came up.
Conference.
Conference. One of the things that came up was the top-bottom approach, which was not your style.
It did not come up.
Of the foot soldiers back on
it did not come up. Our conference.
Oh, it wasn't come up. When that was the main issue.
No. It wasn't for conference. Oh, wouldn't see me. It wasn't for conference to make that decision. That decision was made by National Council.
But what they call conference?
Debbie. It wasn't a decision taken at conference. This decision now you're taking a National Council. And no, binding because the decisions that if you're taking a conference, not a non-council. But because it was part at the same time, people assume the conference in Egypt no. National Council decision. But whatever it is, a decision I have taken. Me personally, I did not like it. Personally. Knowing me rule a play or party, me nyanya, okay, normal. But at this point in time, the leadership of the party, as per National Executive Steering Committee and National Council, have so decided. Until I am obliged. Until the can say, that is why. As other than that, contestants now almost call 5 in ubia will review towards that. And I can assure you that unanimously, Uncle Dudwani Nyaya in Kayan to say that.
Bottom up, yes.
But because say Omuwa Mema Junibi say your decision taken and we are all bound by it. As I said, Juma name say a Bayer Juma now emfa or how but that is where we are. Now, whatever the what say the usistu you say one candidate is being favored or whatever. Me I am not, because they share him say you see how they say me general secretary they are na be yamfa the same ma.
Yeah.
They share say the be yin de bebia party ni be nyina so papa na you move on in unity. And there me no ya adwen na me no bia ya adwen say usie akansie ne bo na ho fine na yewie na obidi nkugu a o ma ne kwan ma ne de kose bibi ama yaudie ba e ma se e ba se so obeka ho kra na ye fa yanim a na ba mu apu eno de me no obi aya adwen. And for that reason ya share your home na me kan kadie say it is incumbent on party leadership to ensure fairness, transparency and openness. Until the obedi nkunim no now so be beka sampo a na nye bibi bia basabi. So ada say na no 2012 about so ayeko ye di nkugu ni patriotic party ye di nkugu nya za ye court Supreme Court presidential petition the CNT was yes 2024 ye di nkugu ya court court
and 41 they own to me court sir.
Oh, other NDC for now so court. Omdi Google say 2016 court. I don't grant to tell court if it's no moment to me. But on a more serious note, the issue of our flag bearer is one thing to talk about. And then the restructuring of the party is another thing. And if it's not a flag bearer, how we will rebrand our flag bearer? Pokra, Tobo, Nino. Yira, ye name so Kwabena kokofu as General Secretary. The strategies are the near Mianom near Didibegu Kwemwa. You be branded, sir, and I very branded, sir, flag bearer of the panel. Yeah, when you better. Now, if I put Mama consultancy because what can never be Lubia, step in my Wajuma, ubet me. Now, what the aboa me na kwa meet me a faso. Na met me a brand, and I yet me a brand. Such a person. Would him send for be by me also coming for flag bearer.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yes.
Yeah, make Japan say yes, yeah, the Dawamasi. Name of me, because for bare 5-6 years ago, 2-3 years, and then we are not be above my juniper. As you saw, Makuma will say, Bribi say, but me, you know, who's other. Until Yana, you're doing Kugamana bro, so now you will be a fan. Sorry, I'm my fan bag. I may a flag bearer. I would do, say, you know, me yet. Until baby, I'm a home between any party organization.
Okay.
Nah,
on party organization, and earlier she made a comment about Abronye Day. May I me even in my intro I said it say this Abronye Subanyo or Danedi. Wait more MPP for Bebraka say oh NDC for ye they say yes we call attended no. Yen ya kan ha say as journalist I adwuma we a che no. This is a deviation from the brand na MPP for Ekutano. And can people they who and can catch for party? This and then most of us sponsor for Moody atem because Nana can say said they are brought the initial target was unfamiliar candidate back at them. And I say at TSM na collateral damage now cause your president Mahama so any other people so. Is this the MPP now winning no? It will can rebranding no more rebranding from this and as I say when you now so more rebranding more be the atem ni bi.
TSM.
So Tiemia, now me can say we've lost good friends, you know. They can't friend about to be can host our friend who him no. We see we've lost our identity. But my main fire core values grand camp. If you didn't into the okay, and yet you suit nearby no. So we didn't say your way, your man temo. Ubi huna kwa dabi anabe maybe utwem no kwa be bidin na okọ no ba okọ ne nyuma so no abada kro bi abehu street team wa woro no shirt na pupu wini masoma bi kaka no we dia ba no say catch jaja nye usuba kra no wo ankasa wudi adanse say dabi obu no ho na strong ebi obi agege na ma na bro so ana tubaya nkensem pata we yededi eno no sa na utumi de no che no na what to know. That's until you tutu your hofo. Ebi adibinti and a mere cocoa do that.
That dog, wait there, it's not too fast. Abronye, it's been going on, man. I say, Dr. Gideon Bwakoko comes if I can program. So come catch and say, the course you say, somebody should talk to Abronye. Say, oh, onye nipa, yansumano, oniba omia kam. But Abronye starting the video, you know. And this but
you see the truth is yeah deeper individuals if you free FPM will be our own suni abishia enti ye hwese nke ye nyina no common grounds to be or boundaries be or yem free home ba obenya ba ku mienu bi or be break bounds we go school boarding school na so go girls school my be see every war breaking bounds every school so can nye school no su ne ban no school ni nya ya na akoda bia ye discipline akoda bia ofie enti your attention has been drawn the ni na can leadership asema make no because you see if you say you wo efie say ya na efie ho tina munyina na bi na mehia mu nti say ofie na subambone e free nkwademu a ye tenase ana yata ye tutu hofo ye pani na tu ne nasi form no aka. When you have weak leadership, most of the time you get waywardness. Weak
leadership now causing all these excesses.
Sana mihuno. Headmaster on your discipline and in some guano, Kwadabitia Patafo. Those house mistress. House mistress and a near day pa. The house mistress and a near day no. Actually, when we school cry now, yeah, you man to make a idea because the discipline any how or handle or no, and I'm more to baby our dream. Anti sanity, anti rebranding, whatever goes into leadership reorganization. Any other, anti a bad thing of the past. You because I say, you be clear hopeful. Now, a switching be a while, you remember your own intent.
But the way we can say, "Nay, I am money." So what to say? I'm a bronye bill. Your money bill.
Yeah,
on your program now, you advise at least there should be a ceasefire.
Oh, other the program do obey. Hey, dear, SS is the womb. What do you say? And the be over Nana Muntu and Eddie. Me sometimes no trust me. Maybe angels are, but hey, dear, with me, I handle emotions. Emotional stability and emotional intelligence at BBAK. You won't get it from any other person. It be expression, be a mere express anger, never full crown. One year won't push a individual traits, but as a trade and but by and large, I will say you can't the excesses in the but the excesses in dispensation of authority and power. And then I brought a hero. And then by a hero because of excesses of power drunkenness.
Excess of power from him.
Mamicho, judicial power and then judge now would be at them and what Yamani query. William Howard, the entire Bronya Yamani bill. It has to take a whole attorney general. No, old a buying lawyer. To go and fight for bail for him. What's in the pennies of that?
The attorney general had to intervene in fighting for bail for an opponent, Abronye.
Exactly. What does it tell you? It tells you, say, I bet I am so naked.
Everybody is condemning the judge, yeah.
Everybody is condemning, so you make hero out of him.
No, but
you have
the hero now at buying Eden what the so if they are buying any pressure, and then international community, everybody is looking at, and don't forget it. 3 days. And the bachelor Bronya, no actual letter, international a friend said diplomatic union. Say his life is under danger. Yes, sir. Teacher Mobile and the Kwam Modena Fasono. Ma vindicating. Mamma, we are seeing who's a pad the other cracks in a canoe. Send it with more part.
This is done by his excesses now. Has made a hero out of Abronye. Out of him. International community is one who said the Akos organ any.
Exactly. And me honestly say it's not radio so I cast it here penina bufra. People will back around. You don't have the right to do that. I don't condone. Me I am a bufu every time. And yes, of course. Wafum and emram and fanemra, yes, I. One cassa lawyer for the judge for him say. The Ebanisani at him, the DNA Cascasa, a misdemeanor. Misdemeanor also in him how to handle it. Okoyema na broswa. May I not make comparison? Say, where ye be not to see the men or then call Nediana Baniaka. And to deal with him on those levels. May I interview be or UK weekend radio station. No more person who did it, and I'm sure. For me, and your man being son, meaning Sabronia, a Bronya Cobo Chrono. Uncle dear, and no uncle to a bang with ye. That is saying a serious criminal offense. Even that, they are all bailable.
They are bailable. Yeah, they are all bailable.
They are all bailable. So then I see. Judge go to animal farm and why? Because you are in power. Fine, that is okay.
But
Because
they want to make the judge do that because the judge is not in power. I don't know, because you keep saying because they are in power. Judge, so he's not in power until why want to make the judge do that?
If you are okay judgment, no crana. The judge actually stated the reason why or remanding. Stated said you will nipe bia mu ahodo. Na ebi ebru bi so. What you are not intending, educodina IGP so no ye police for penny. Now, no me no swa. And nothing I want to so in that manner. For that reason.
Okay.
But before the law, we are equal. Obi and bro, so
that's the point. That is the point.
Yeah.
Before the law, anti judge no cry no, or a lawyer no. You have for the judge to have gone that elementary law. You call law school LLB. Before the law, we are equal. And then we'll be able to change. Until now, we say, now, why said lawyer no judge no near them? One that didn't call. IGP that didn't call. President Mahama and IGP. And IGP knows will be a didn't attempt nor didn't call. And on the to me, until no or see any say. Now, judge, no so a second court judge. For all you know, people applies to a high court.
And then they can want some about promotion, yeah. And
but you see, I'm not in a haste to criticize this government because the time will come, and we all know the BBI will be a general. So as a quiet, we are Bomutu. The drove now bear quiet and who says it, Udumini, they say. Now controlling the BBA. Abronya, yes. Wafum Wadidi, Akasetia, Obi. But I mean, Captain, who is Penny? Penny anyway. Nipa, you can't pass it.
By Honorable President, your penny. Or two for your penny. Or taking it your penny.
But Nana,
that's the most vilified president in Ghana.
And I repeat it, and now can you do?
Me say, yeah, President, penny. Because
still, I feel on microphone.
Oh, minimum I am a microphone.
And I want to Sakata. Baby, I want to
President, penny.
President,
IGP, penny.
Yes.
But before the law, you're not equal. But in reality, no.
Yes.
President, if there's a gathering, he's the last person to come there.
Oh, and yeah. Don't go there.
Don't go there. President, don't go there. Average person, no misdemeanor.
That's not what I'm saying.
Don't go there. Nana, don't go there. You have no substance. I mean, your argument falls flat. Your argument falls flat. Me, Oba Santimemua. Me, Oba Santimem, me, and Yama Miensa. Me, Mensia. Two for. Na, me, Kotoko. Na me sorry, me Mensia, me MPP, me Kotoko, me Fufu. Daniel Manay. Me, Mensia, or two for. The who Castetiano Bako, Mienu. Na minidi ya dani minidi. Ono ya china boss ye dinner tem. Ya kandi ya cheno.
Boy penny mo.
Boy penny because ya do bi kwase ayi kwase mu remandeno several times ana. Enti dampare. Ayi apietu aya GP. Obi hwe nanim amanase aso hwe nanim ka chense osija mo stupid or whatever. It's on record.
I don't remember that Manase ne cancer.
Actually or pacho or throw a yibe patch. Oh, the records are the measurement. Beyond that, at 10 years, you did that pare as IGP from both left and right, MPP for Katiano, no way Katiano, no way Katreno. We've done all this. Rollins. That's the Petra Kum Nipa Rollins, when you know baby. What our president or big Kujina and the Nim Kokachano. Yes, send the Nim face to face. Nobody gas name one now. President late Professor Melsa on penny once a month or Ninam the baby. It Canada pa. President Mahama, the first time at the Pabbe the Enka. Akufado. Nia. It is a IGP. Near see a Didi Watemba and I can be better. No problem. You actually the panel. You have on the course. What's our another option? Say Ubesiuno.
Yeah.
What that option? Share power chi ko ye court to a chi nkoye and the system stay out to a ban. One of the most indelible friend say man and near my dear baby co-position we can be. I can't be. Mark on the wall.
And the action no or they proceeding with a brand case into court abuse of power. That's how you are describing it.
Lawyer is back Voma.
NBC communication team member or your friend is Hamza Suhini on council can say judge defies every logic.
Yeah.
It defies every logic.
Lawyer Martin Peb has come out to say all these things. Man, who said Martin Amidu actual article be on no crime download do because a subject me contrary or law school. But the idea me direction Kodano. You know a good man. So, but what I'm saying is yeah, you two abama abaya. Now no me catch them here MPP for. Say a two abana amayo. Ghana form for Ghana Maya see any argument take and foul. CCA, NDC, activist, Nini Pepi, woman, who are six the Ghana among so many romantic camper. Look at the Azoka Koyeno, friend say, Apatia. To the extent, say, a whole minority leader of parliament. Over 2 rank, Abukuno. Really? Uncle Bokrono, a batwa, a Portuna say, Bibi.
Earlier, and I'm going to make a bob yasum.
At the end, until the didn't approach you all. Get the 5,000 police in the call. 5,000. 50 and got you up in your market. Near Yereno. Because why money? Near Fan Fabric. It doesn't have to take one person, say, me Kwakuno.
Very well.
What
was about dog? Nana, Mammy was about Galamsey. No, my dog can hear a quick response on the Galamsey because president, I'm stating a position. Say, a state of emergency, then possible. But Nana, do you think you better baby? You better me solve this Galamsey. Perhaps NBC and MPP me more bilateral because I remember sometime be Papa first former MP. I'm in a country there should be a bilateral solution to it. So both NDC and MPP. Can you bet me I solve it and any possible?
Politics say rare mono nema or kind of but if you are media say and sa any jumano a pair jumamano. Solving Galamsey is finding jobs for the boys in those communities. Nyamende a year gold need say Ghana. Say we should find a proper way of giving them some jobs or finding a proper way of say ombetimi etu gold say be ya Galamsey to be but see be yi Galamsey said the air queen said the Ghana ya political party leadership. I'm not saying national. We national question, but political party leadership. Some of these people who do that kind of job are infiltrated. They are the ones supporting party activities in some communities, constituencies, and regions. Ebi Ababa MP Spain. I can't point fingers or say this or that, but you and I know. And it's a very difficult terrain, not an easy thing to solve. It will take time. It will take politicians to say we are not politicizing it anymore. It's a national issue. Let's go and do a consultation together as a political party, two major political parties with so they will be able to solve it. And that's how solving party. It's not something I'm seeing that is going to happen today or tomorrow.
And I agree. Doc, what do you say?
Yeah.
Say a present position is a yen to me. Instead of emergency in the EMFA, and Nanaya Kano. Say a yen EMFA.
And then
you was September moon. Hello, Doc. What Doc? You know,
take over.
My main message is in the friends. I or since Devia recently, I mean, now comment crowd, no crime. I mean, who said Ghana, we have lost the fight against Galamsey because they are me kind of catches and yeah, you bet me solving a net, you bet me solving a china. The case in Malik also said that Dr. Baumia is a drunkard. And yeah, Falcon, if you must say the Baumia to atem, and Tiabronya Casa, and also a year one way. I was able to say, or catch Roby, will be needy at them. I was able to say, oh, you'll be near, make you point, don't come and insult. What you're saying, I and I got a year, you're net here. Who did the atom? I said, and I have brefo connected. So, why you know, IQ known to mean debate issue. Why IQ know a form? Because IQ any form, or be cancer counter. But O'Brien, and he said, and Dimrika echo attempt the oh, yes, happened to O'Brien, the processing of information here problematic, and you need to deal with your brain. CP inspires mahama and a friend about me stupid on the platform. And so mahama call for you complaining about insult, really. And Richmond, I say, I listen to Erastus and Newadum. Or say 95% of the members no more power no. Or more call for that is your mutu Galamsey no. Said they are not in the previous government or more yen sana we musu yes is here, ain't you know, a problem. And Doc, Mamma Sandra on this Galamsey issue. Say the president Mama King or say emergency in your solution. And
Martina, you September more.
Aye.
The last year September, a phrase and a busa and I saw question here and can answer they say now can different.
Oh no, but me I've always argued that.
Consistent at the end solution.
My copy my 9 posts.
Me say
community mining, me call
now
interviews. Me call me say central for be cry ebi. Asofo bi e o ma sore dan e de
minim because the data me busa sa that
Alana mo go fu wan mo na efrefre we an kofo freeze line so na omo freezing in the line omo na omo ye ni sa
time no last year and you busa sa question
omo time no as omo enya support from the media in terms of saying say and on person omo solve a problem no but now if say you supporting the NDC position on the matter
if you made them cancer but the minimum say
and I won't cancer okay yo
me cancer the minimum say Ghana nyina sorry Ghana nyina sorry e wo man to the point say organized labor man government president Akufo-Addo ultimatum 10th of August one year state of emergency no one solve Galamsey they will halt the country. Yes, that was the kind of aggression of my Ghana, but I wasn't surprised. I wasn't because I didn't yet. As I say, yes, as I say, President Mahama is on record. Also about BMWA or the AI, that's what Galamsey within short time. Check it. We are sending there. George, a friend name. Communication minister. Yes, I say a criminal. With this same pass. Now one year to Obama on year Pia one they have every power to stop Galamsey within weeks. He said so. Multiple people. A Stoffel, a bishop, a Catholic bishop, and you one uncle.
Catholic Bishop Conference, yeah.
Na we are say second yedi kokoseti tire ho man tire ho anfu no afridu ni eyi piepe na ntakrabo anyine dwane and na president mahama say state of emergency any issue bio what is happening today and he said yeah institutionalized Galamsey by the instruction of the gold board. When him say back in history near our timber marketing board.
Yeah. Oh, timber marketing board.
When him didn't go no. When him didn't go timber marketing board. Yeah, the timber marketing board no buy no. Ana buying a mabosiama timber contractors no mko no mkuta timber. Ana ye de kwama no ne cotton. So and then they timber boom. Those were the days of economic recovery program. That time not Dr. Kwabena the finance minister. IMF Maganeska. The ADC I will want to say you be try your timber near the Piaka. And you try timber chad koya a cotton affair anybody also know timber genesa. The fire genesa. The David. It is adia MYA. It's you timber. TIDD. Timber Industry Development Division under Forestry Commission. Who call records man? Papa be near friend CC Wilson. No, Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources. Then that's a name Ministry of Lands and Forestry. Now Dr. Kwabena J. when baby Kwe, on a sector minister. Consciously, a state policy. You're consciously you deplete your forest. You tell me a woman near the aquaman and near cotton. Fast forward. A bedroom gold. You say gold in an answer also. Tienya timboard, near to gold near cotton. The ramifications. Problem no how will be anything. When himself for advocate is a cocoa about crying. Why can't that?
But I think the press conference, so he was emphatic saying, yes, not so say as you know. And you know, Australia, responsible mining.
Yes, sir. You Omu call Australia and you get to. The Omu yet, no Omu call Australia and Kusiamra no metro. That can only the best.
So now we'll call me on crying. You can carry
on. Mama who won't tears the old Galamsey to tear Miss Media.
Well, I already the apple.
Tear Miss Media.
I don't see.
No queer woman say the solution is on the Crawford Australia. No Macusia. No Mabe any year. Yes, sir. Any a jai mom to wait. No more column for any young Babano. One woman in me and Abbey. But you see a good so an echo, an ever. Now, what can't say at all when you're $6 billion out of gold sales within this, and I just know America.
Yes.
$6 billion, you can away. $6 billion. Yay, as for mine, ya koji IMF, you got $3 billion for 3 years, as I say, I won't pass. But see the crowd, IMF in this best is getting me. It is when you $6 billion there. And you twins your mobile, you took a near mobile. You work as a car. Yakwan, you're paying $6 billion in 6 months.
85 by the Mama solution and yes solution. Also, say me a
solution. And your solution. Now the first major solution is or the Asraf or the task force for the call. Now you can flash you out. And no more see your boy. And the national organizer openly a caution president say unstoppable are there no microphone free. And the president was here the national organizer no and I feel open kwanfufuru bi abeka.
Okay.
Se Ghana ni bi ani daso. Se Galamsey Babe called the stop and the end this year. Correct.
But if you okay, say Nanado about Galamsey. He lost some seats.
Party judgment. Why any ye? Wakufu ado abaya hunu ye. Why any ye? ana we num so on the oba or the AI be solve AI or the best solve the hwe anim afi or the task force boy the party for so any task force for you be free the next solution is what the go for Australia na fi why dey bi no AI no AI na way oba ben mu no AI no ni ho bi
I can earlier say who opposition sometimes you don't get a full grasp over the case. The
who opposition the full grapes and no there you can't say back sinduma our president there and hame you can't say udike no president there and hame and your president what do you want and what the vice president at the time. Okay. The time he fought, the first time a president mahama over fighting Galamsey knew. The first time he fought Galamsey and lost. And to when you be owning the dynamics within the Galamsey and the mining industry.
Very well.
On him said what won't cry no wabe. And that is not an excuse, cry. He's very much aware. And going forward, you know, as he established my Ghana for TSA, and this is what that Ghana for when it comes to the fight against Galamsey. Umubayano, be institutionalized, no, Assisiano, through gold board cry, the man called for loan, and someone called them to go to number Tomai. Now, yeah, they could be better, and no be more serious. According to source of them. Omu gold na no omu cotton am se bi omu nya 13,000 per kilogram. Gold board buy wa fixed price at 8,000. It also there is a quiet distrust,
smuggling,
mistrust, market constriction. Aye chin nkrofonsa aji omu the what is due there. And also who asembeba. But me ma catch abai we ya memoa na ka nani so ade hunu president emrem na Ghana fo nyina nya wo faso de ekika kwi se ya nhwenye ni amonya me paye na yare boni bi ti se covid anani nua anana konta bi be serious ne bi ka Ghana we all perish because Abanya has no clue Abani ni clue oni the left and right oni me no mo ba economic policy be no mo dia ba. Just name one. 24-hour economy, it is hanging like balloon.
Oh, that no one about port because was started 24-hour economy.
I did some now, okay.
And the port 24-hour port or committee no more, you know. Cocoa, Or port we are 24-hour economy because a buying revenue shortfall of 30%. A buying here ska. Inti a buying airport now. Why did you say sikano? We are talking about productivity. Yeah, no productivity. The fact that they can clear cargo within 24 hours and productivity. Doc. Okay, me I said doc internet so because I feel like my brother with multinationals no into a committee now because omo foreign companies into omo shipping here ma into case omo 24 hour omo there the bank abon omo be ya into no ye adwuma ma abrof
what did you see
24-hour port and productivity ho
the manufacturing, yeah, yeah. What drives economy? What creates wealth?
Okay.
And distribute wealth.
Okay.
What you say? Because tomato factory. Now what 3 streams? Now we here, group we here, group we here. You are creating wealth, productivity. Sikeba nipa nya kwan ko omo now go back omo catch say discotheque nyina be 24-hour economy discotheque na eni Ghana omo 24-hour economy omo catch say adwuma ba ko a in existence nipa ba ko adwuma no ni betwem nipa 3 aye enti me na me kan say anka afa EP a take a mere CEO EPA and come call one shift and another CEO about second shift, now another CEO about third shift. That is what they made people understood. That's the way of creating job to them. And the whole thing hinges on productivity. Your manufacturing, your raw materials, they call your cotton, and the inception of the 1D, 1F. Ananka itimi jina so aso man na itimi hwe ni ye na bae na wo na factories no ana ye boa ma factories na cut 2 streams then we are good to go. Ayi a confit juice
yeah,
before said abai beba na a confit juice o ye 2 streams already. Yes say ya na ye wo Kumasi ni ade LL timber firms at Kumasi Brewery, no, we had 3 streams. They were producing. Sorry, Forex, and then Matisse has the passport of the zoo, 24-hour economy. Really? Really? What are you talking about?
And they are not doing 24 hours.
Now, I don't know. I didn't know online. Into an idea, me Timmy fee. Let me an idea, me call online, not my application. So what different?
No, no, we will be never printed.
Obi be printed and no pack me kono no print ya to no mafa.
Nti anadwi je obi eni wo print anadwi.
Wo anadwi we nipa mu kra ye yi workers ni bi kra ye pamu e bi best. Now you 24-hour economy, now you workers no because you want to create jobs.
Okay.
But you say NDC big funny page this way you be or the be akusim. That is what's happening.
Me, baby, I think that one of the things that I had even suggested it NDC also on come for 1D 1F no. Now incorporating into a 24-hour economy no. Because we start afresh. Anything could be a foundation amount to complete the factory. Because me a woman factory
Baku, no mean 24 hours, 24 hours. Yes, sir. And I feel the Adeno Crown say a demand driven. See, is why a factory. Anna, we are in me, with the butchery factory. Now, you're in cry or temple. Now, who orders, be war, Ivory Coast, be war, more manufacture, which means supply in every. And no, not ever come out and say, near another stream on cover, production stream. It will be a crown still, I know, which means supply, which any third stream on cover.
Okay.
So it is being driven. You are inspired by demand and profitability. Now, I know I have trouble. Now, what trouble you move a mobile 5 o'clock credit for inside. Obebra sana ya betamasa. What's on your 24-hour economy now? One other
demand the drive.
Demand the
I agree.
You say. I back to my high street in the Rick's course in Cheho. Now, much you could see and Chibo. We are 24 hours because I need truck driver and image for no point. I point bear 10. We so be as Yachibum command again. So, was a taxi driver and get the car front or the Chibo Mamma. So, no, but many years. 2 hours, 3 hours, I can't and because the demand is there. And yeah, no keke, and yeah, they can service delivery.
Very well.
Service delivery.
Very well.
To see about Juma Muye. I was a
service delivery, about 10. Service now render no, yeah.
That's the point. And you'll be policy in now here with you. The 24-hour policy in now you. Your service is needed. If you are being driven by the passion to deliver,
it's almost like the mama should focus on the demand that will drive the 24-hour. No, okay.
So.
Very well. Perhaps anything or the in Australia because in a form one that also creates some kind of demand.
Yeah, my memo technical normally I discussing here in person classroom. But you are the friend of that disease.
Your friend is saying
that disease, that and your resource case. The wife here, we are seeing na countries endowed with natural resources. Here, also a conflict.
DR Congo.
Yeah. Countries all natural resources. The fire by later, and then a resource allocation. Who gets hot? And until something sets in, the friend, the tragedy of the common. I knew the idea. That's disease stressing. We are my now running economy. Now running economy. Now do when you see a particular resource amount castle. Now to the detriment of all others. The bedroom peppers will be no. Now resource either say asa. And now or how I prepare about the problems about now the Akenyina what to us around. This year, because of from 8 months in me, cocoa production will be an income.
Cocoa production started sinking from what time? No.
Minim, sir. Oh, I'm telling you. Minim.
Yeah.
Minim. And to say I think more because you need the gold to achieve. Gold no so 7 minimum. You to be was through. You couldn't form. And a lateral. And gold need yes, say cocoa farms in that. Enti cocoa no sika emaye no ebedu baby emaye bio enti na me
ka say cocoa na beda number 2 oh you do almost because first cocoa used to give us money
yeah na me pa na timba na emaye number 1 ana that's the seed timba mu no ti na me good team board no timba marketing board and a group gold. But we should not forget, we do not control world affairs.
Yeah.
World debate me decide is a gold grabbing to be. Where would we be? As on mine. And there is the need to diversify the economy.
Yeah.
You don't put all your eggs in one basket. And he said, yet to see the danger is yet the really be as a gold. It will be attention will go. Into software beja kutu gold. Century beja kutu. Lawyer or kotina gold. Yeah, auntie, any baby who's near you. You started to be perfect. What you say? That is where the danger lies. Auntie, but the question, you better go to the question is presidency at $6 billion. Nesikano way.
Okay. Very well. That's a very good question. But Doc, you say you better to us. But I know I want a quick one. Say what priority, Ben? Because the kokofu can just say, I say we are 40 in the priorities, no.
Well, I think
was a quick one on the president press conference, the media encounter. No. Do you think that President Mahama's Excellency was focusing on a priority? That do you see his priority? Do you see that Obetimia Mayeng? Promises no me for failure there, but at least one flagship campaign message at President Mahama by a 24-hour economy. No. Do you see that the encounter any so I do no bet me realize it by the end of the 4 year nana?
I would not be able to judge that now. But what I can say is you and I know so I started a year port and that there's a 24-hour economy happening in port. But mean to at the moment
they are not started. It's not full stream.
But for me, for me, for that policy at that time, I had my own idea, and I said, "No more misgivings, kakra because there's no way you can practice 24-hour economy on sector BR."
Okay, yeah.
As Honorable is saying, it's demand driven. One thing America is also suffering from trade issues here and they manufacturing in Nakodi China. And he's trying to get his manufacturers back into America and to all the impose taxes near the Sebea at Wakasia Sebea what could be able now they buy a board in the over America Hanwa Baby answer to me Konya. So almost every country is having its own share of this trying to do manufacturing in their own various countries. But I will not be able to judge whether it is a full-scale thing that he'll be able to do. To be honest, MPP campaign message on the buy, one district, one factory was very good. It's something that was geared towards getting jobs for the youth. Any idea? Some started, but to me, and you cannot take 4 years to implement almost everything. And this thing is not government driven. It cannot be done by government as one district, one factory two is. And to me, now by saying me could be a factory, I may be a factory, possible. Individuals, Ghana for me buy into the vision and say that okay, if there's any incentive, which I don't know about it now, what I know is I'm say or metal electricity. So how they will do it, I don't know. Because they've not given a proper explanation to how they'll be able to reduce your electricity bill in the evening. But if the businessman buys into that and decides to say, okay, I'll be able to do this, I don't know, it also hinges on security. And because filling stations were working in the night. What happened no mutumu because security wise nenye Crawford na asa Crawford to show so now since we also mobile phone or use mobile mobile money no kwan ye kunkumomo ni dwells on security. So if those areas are checked very well, people will be interested in going this 24-hour economy in some sectors. I don't believe all will be able to do 24-hour economy. If they are able to manage that well, they will be able to do something. But to give everybody employment, even here in America, it's not happening. So it will not happen in Ghana.
Ghana, you. Nana, my message in there. I say to not happen. Some bring your jobs. That they catch them.
Man, that's how I want to.
Oh, that's also to not happen. Anna.
Man, can't say
Okay. Because minimum promise was to get them jobs.
But you cannot employ everybody. You know that.
Through the 24-hour economy. If you are the Atiani say, a Kufuado first government, first 8 months in government, none a flagship project or the scene and you should not implement. The government 2017. Within first year, no I implemented. We nature will be able to say me can say me your way. Whether I say you good, say you good. No I implement. Implementing fully. And then other things followed. 80 media Makase, I'm not too quick to criticize this government and pass judgment because my opinion here, from ideas be a correction. So many until me can now repemuno. You will put pen and paper down. You will set the record straight. You will bring out the lies, the propaganda, the deceit, deception that was told to Ghanaians. And I'm so Ghana for Bufu MPP, I agree. Because we had a mandate. Your mandate now so any. But for your opponent, paint a picture as if say, we angels, nobody can do all and fix all. Now be drop them in 8 months. Now foul. Now LGBT where you any said they be cry one can one shader. Galamsey we see a fede crowd AI don't put person boss. A state of emergency which is no crying here. Then 24-hour economy we see good for no memo wagene. Make sure they then just say nothing. We say dollar, CD dollar was stabilize a buffer near. I feel you could say artificial. Wow, now portrait cocoa. Woman aduane no huhuru ye kakraka se de a oni amakrom akukọ odam ho nya pew wo ye nkwa awia na hu difference wo
yo
so
yo doc
ya akukọ woni mkwanta fi akukọ bi na pew
yeah akukọ gonja
awadi now the ye akukọ me nya portrait akukọ yo furu no what are they?
You better to us next week. You better to us. Incoming General Secretary of MPP. Into more executive amutu to abano. or no so okuta blueprint to rebrand MPP because on one idea to said nana brefo suggested MPP needs rebranding also obey say eduma no and yes idea 2028
Nana wo ankra na go do America
what do America
Nana awo
what me
Mame man ankra na no mba ma dia ka Trump o ya je bre me nsrew Nana come on
that's baby ya go show nana ya that's baby meta we outside in fact move follow nana ya our TikTok so and we'll be continuing some of these conversations especially the FI youth no our TikTok into move follow the account no nana